$100 cookies is wild. Hey everyone, I'm Abbey Sharp. Welcome back to Abby's Kitchen. Today we're going to be reviewing another What I Eat in a Day by Sanne, who's a former Victoria's Secret model turned fitness and lifestyle creator. Now, we've talked about Sanne before as she's transitioned from a keto diet to balancing her hormones, but today we're going to be seeing what she eats from her new online and mobile app workout and nutrition program, Soul Sync Body. Okay, very quickly before we dive in, I want to talk about my sponsor today, Element. So I actually discovered Element through my fellow sports dietitians who really could not stop raving about it. But what sets Element apart is its science-driven electrolyte balance of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Plus, it's completely free from sugar, colors, or unnecessary fillers. Electrolytes play such a crucial role in so many bodily functions, from regulating nerve signals, hormone balance, nutrient absorption, and keeping your fluids in check. So Element has really been a staple in my routine for several years. It helped me power through everything from breastfeeding and intense summer tennis sessions to long travel days, hangovers, and so much more. And lately, it's been a huge lifesaver while I've been managing some dehydration from one of my medications, and my doctor even recommended upping my electrolytes. As for flavors, I have so many obsessions right now. I'm really digging the grapefruit, but they've got 8 delicious options, so there's always something to switch it up with. And right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets, totally free, so you can try every flavor or share them with a salty friend. Plus, Element has a no questions asked refund policy on all orders, so there is 0 risk if it's not for you. So to grab yours, head on over to drinkelement.com/Abbey Sharp. And this deal is exclusive to my link, so don't forget to type it in drinklmnt.com/Abbey Sharp. All right, friends, let's take a look.
I am going to share today what I eat on the 30-day signature meal plan. And I created it together with a registered dietitian. They're well balanced. They have a lot of protein, they're blood sugar friendly, they have a lot of fiber, and they're just overall super delicious.
So Sanne describes the meal plan as high protein and high fiber, which I love. My viewers know that I often use my trademarked Hunger Crushing combo as a gentle nutrition framework for building meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats being the key components. I also love that she worked with a registered dietitian to create this meal plan and the recipes. So yeah, huge props to leaving the nutrition legwork to the professionals. But I do just want to kind of remind everyone to take all of these kind of meal planners or programs online with a grain of salt. I see these kind of online apps or programs as a really great source for healthy meal ideas and recipe inspiration, but they really should serve as just a starting off point, not a prescription or something that you should be following to a T. Ultimately, we are all different, and although these recipes were developed by a dietitian, you would need a one-on-one session to get a plan that would be appropriate for you. And if we're being honest, most dietitians that I know and trust won't even give meal plans, as they don't necessarily teach us the tools to build and adapt meals to our own lives. But this is Sanne's diet, so let's take a look at her day of eats.
For supplementation this morning, I did probiotic, and then I've been taking B complex and L-glutamine, stress relief.
Okay, so starting things off, we got some supplements, and it looks like Sanne is taking probiotics, a B complex, L-glutamine, and a kind of stress relief blend, which is made from saffron, ashwagandha, and L-theanine. Though I will just say that the ashwagandha dosage is only like 1/5 of the clinical dosage for stress, so I'm not sure how effective this supplement would actually be for that. As for probiotics, I don't know what her goals are or even really what strains she's taking, but for those who are curious, it's very important to remember that different probiotic strains have different researched benefits. So for example, the Bacillus subtilis and Bacillus coagulans strains that I chose for our New Theory 2-in-1 probiotic protein powder have been basically shown to help reduce bloating, gas, and other IBS type symptoms. But if we're looking at different lactobacillus lactobacillus strains or bifidobacterium strains, they are also going to have their unique benefits. Now, the B complex here may help to support energy levels, brain health, and mood, and the glutamine is usually used for wound repair, decreasing overall inflammation, and potentially also supporting gut health. Although it is more commonly used in hospital patients with severe trauma or burns, it might be in the stack here to help support Sanne's recovery post-surgery. You know what I say about caffeine? You drink it how you like it.
What are you drinking coffee for anyway?
It's my culture.
But aside from tasting super delicious, matcha has some unique health benefits due to its high levels of antioxidants, polyphenols, and catechins. And these catechins, combined with caffeine and L-theanine, may help to support cognitive health and focus so that you get this nice, stable energy boost rather than a quick jolt and crash.
Okay, breakfast is ready. I call this the winter breakfast bowl because it has butternut squash. This is also really good to meal prep in advance. Mushrooms, spinach, and then I have soft-boiled eggs.
This looks awesome and really does help me think outside the box when it comes to breakfast meals. But I love that we've got color and fiber from the spinach, squash, and mushrooms. We got some healthy fats in there from the cooking oil and 18 grams of protein from the boiled eggs. And I also love Sanne's tip to meal prep the components of this ahead of time because I definitely would not have an hour to roast veggies in the morning. So this to me could be taking all your leftovers from dinner the night before and just popping some eggs on top.
I actually put 3 eggs instead of 2 eggs because I had a tooth surgery and I was only able to eat liquids for 2.5 weeks, and I actually lost a lot of weight. So one of my January goals has been really to build this back up.
To all my women watching out there, you are allowed to eat more than 2 eggs. If you are aiming to get 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, 2 eggs are only gonna get us around 12 grams. So adding that extra egg in there can help to bring this meal up to around 20. Now, if she was looking to get closer to the 25 to 30 range, throwing in some cottage cheese or leftover beans would also be a really great hack.
Iced tea lemon from Water Drop. It's a little flavoring and a little hydration.
I love that there's no crazy claims around detoxing your gut or helping you drop 10 pounds because these drops are really just some flavoring with a touch of vitamin C and B3. So if this is just used to up Sanne's hydration game because it tastes better, I'm all for it.
It's all about how you prep and how you set yourself up. Most of my meals are under 30 minutes because I do not have a lot of time. I want things to be convenient and
Definitely agree. Even if you're an influencer or you work from home, making meals simple is one of the best strategies to help you stick to your health goals. So whether that means buying pre-marinated meats or using frozen veggies or getting meal kit deliveries or taking other easy little shortcuts, I say it's worth it to prevent that burnout that prevents us from making changes long term. Meals don't need to be cooked from scratch for them to be nutritious. And if you guys haven't already tried Inspired Go, I recently created this signature Abbey tahini crunch salad with them, and it is amazing. So I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description if you're looking for more quickie meals.
I was feeling different. It is apple, celery, ginger, kale, lemon, and freeze-dried lactic culture.
So green juices are a great source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And in this case, we also have some probiotics, aka the lactic cultures that were added in. Now, I personally try to opt for a green smoothie where I can retain the fiber because that's gonna help with blood sugar balance and satiety. But a green juice here and there could also be a great option for some quick hydration that comes with some extra nutrients.
Look how amazing this is. It's so colorful. This has 38 grams of protein, so it's an amazing protein-rich lunch.
Okay, I've been on the cottage cheese on toast bandwagon long before it was trendy because cottage cheese is just such a great source of protein, 24 grams per cup. So in this meal, we got loads of protein in the smoked salmon and the cottage cheese. We got healthy fats, those omega-3s in the salmon, and we got some fiber in the sourdough. And as Sanne does mention in this clip, alfalfa sprouts are a really great source of bioavailable nutrients and anti-inflammatory antioxidant compounds like flavonoids and phenolic acids. but they're also a massive food-borne illness risk. So definitely I would avoid if pregnant or immunocompromised, or just consider cooking them to greatly reduce the risk. Personally, I'm not pregnant or immunocompromised, but I avoid sprouts altogether because like a bout of food poisoning just really can with my gut. And there are just so many other veggies that can also help me get my nutrients in. Also, if we did want to bump up the fiber in this lunch a little bit more, I would maybe add in some extra veggies on the side, like some baby carrots or sliced bell peppers, maybe serve with some hummus. But obviously in the context of this day, it looks great. Love a smoothie. I think they are a great way to help to replenish those glycogen stores and promote muscle growth post-workout, especially when your appetite is lower. Now, I always aim for a combination of protein and carbs in a post-workout smoothie, which Sanne does here from the fruit and the protein powder. And dietitian tip, if you are using a protein powder, especially if it's a plant-based one, you'll definitely want to look that it has 2.5 grams of leucine because that's going to be kind of optimal for muscle protein synthesis. Now, Sanne also adds in some flax oil, which is a great source of omega-3 healthy fats that help to support heart health, brain health, and reduce inflammation. So yeah, this is a perfect hunger crushing combo shake in my books.
Trying to build muscle and eating enough protein is absolute key because otherwise you're not going to build muscle. If I don't plan it out properly, getting at least 100 grams of protein, I find it pretty challenging.
I love that we are entering an era where women aren't afraid to build muscle and get stronger, especially because we know that muscle has so many important benefits for metabolic health and longevity. And if 100 grams of protein sounds like a lot, it's actually not. As I explained in my macro video, for muscle growth specifically, we typically recommend about 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, which would be around 110 to 150 grams of protein for a 150-pound individual. So 100 grams for someone like Sanne totally seems appropriate. And yeah, getting in that protein can often be the biggest struggle when it comes to meals. So I really do like Sanne's tip to try to plan it out for the day. So for me, this looks like around 25 to 30 grams of protein at meals and 10 to 15 grams at snacks. This is honestly why I created my New Theory probiotic protein powder as really just a convenient protein source to help me reach my nutrition goals effortlessly. So I pretty much have a shake with soy milk most days of the week, which will get me an easy 30 grams. And like, bam, I'm a third of the way to my protein goal. So meeting those goals doesn't mean like you have to bust out a frying pan to make chicken breast in the middle of your day.
I love one-sheet pans. I just always feel it's just so easy. You don't have a lot of dishes. It's really good to do a lot of meal prep on. And what we're gonna do today is do a cook once, eat twice. You guys know how much I love that.
As an entrepreneur and business owner, I 100% approve this statement. Like, sheet pan meals are honestly the best for busy days. Plus, you end up with leftovers for lunch the next day or for breakfast, kind of like what she did, where she put the boiled eggs on top of her veg. And sheet pan meals also fit really well into my hunger crushing combo framework as well. So for fiber, you could do veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, bell pepper, sweet potato. For proteins, I love tofu, fish, chicken breast, turkey sausage, etc. Then you can toss it all together with olive oil, some herbs, or like a fun sauce, and top it off with some nuts or seeds for some healthy fats. And you have a delicious balanced dinner all on one plate. I'm loving Sanne's sheet pan here, and it's obviously checking all the hunger crushing combo boxes. So we got chicken sausage, which is such a great quick protein option that you don't even have to prep. We love that for protein. We got our broccoli and sweet potatoes for fiber, and then we've got some cooking oil for our fats.
And the night with a little cookie. This one is a new one from Maison Methodology. Look how gooey. Made with real butter from Europe, special flour from Europe. I don't know how they do it, but they have 20 grams of protein in it, which is honestly unreal for a cookie. I'm probably gonna have half of it because they're pretty dense.
Okay, those fancy butter cookies look amazing. But I also just kind of want to remind everyone that not every dessert needs to be kind of healthified or high protein. You are allowed to enjoy your, Oreo cookies wholeheartedly, even if the butter and flour didn't come from Europe. Plus, I'll just say that the Parisian protein cookies do cost $100 for a dozen. $100 for a dozen? Personally, I would save that for like a shoe fund and whip up a batch of like basic chocolate chippers with my kids. Just me? Let me know. But we have revisited Sanne a couple times on this channel, and it is really wonderful to see her approach to food shift with her evolving life. There's no language around guilt or restriction, and you can really tell that Sanne is treating eating as an act of self-care by really nourishing her body and finding joy in the meals that she makes. So props to Sanne for finding a balance that really works for her, and I am wishing her all of the best on her journey. And that takes us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this and walk away with some really easy nutrition tips that you can try out yourself. Don't forget to check out my podcast, Bite Back with Abbey Sharp, for new episodes every Tuesday, and I will see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye!